أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Welcome back to our program MTA Kids Time, which is being brought to you by MTA International Gambia Studio. And in this, we discuss various topics in Islam. And in our last episode, we were discussing about what should be the relationship between parents and children. For those people who are unfortunate to watch that, they should try and watch that because it's a very important topic that we have dealt with in that topic, in that episode. So here again, we are going to talk about another very important thing, which is the importance of dua. What is the status of dua in Islam? Why the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa and the Holy Quran has repeatedly mentioned various duas in the Holy Quran. Why is those duas constantly being repeated there? That shows how it is important. So without wasting much time, we have them here again who are going to help us in this participation or to discuss this very important topic. So please stay with us. So without wasting much time, let us hear the recitation from the Holy Quran by Sister Tahira Ifofana. Please give us the recitation on that about dua.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوني لعلهم يرشدون.
Thank you very much. فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. Thank you. So can we hear the translation from Sister Mama Jajo? Please give us the translation. Give her the mic.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Wa
wabarakatuh.
alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Translation. And when my servant asks thee about me, say, I am near. I answered the prayer of the supplicant when he prays to me. So they should hearken to me and believe in me, that they may follow the right way.
Thank you very much. We all heard the verse of the Holy Quran that have been mentioned. That is chapter 2, verse 250. Chapter 2, verse 287. Thank you very much. That is Surah Al-Baqarah. So here, as we said, we are going to discuss about the importance of dua. And this is what the Holy Quran has highlighted. The Holy Quran has said that. He's talking to the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When my servant asks you about me, tell them I'm very near. And what? Ujibu da'wata da'i iza da'ani. I respond or I answered the prayers of the supplicants. But فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلِيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. That they should listen to me properly, what I'm saying, and they have to believe in me if they want to be on the right track, if they want to be on the right path. Meaning, if they want their prayers to be accepted by me, who is very near. In another place, he said that نَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. I am closer to you than even your jugular vein. So Allah is very near to us. If we want our prayers to be answered by Him, we must be a true believer and we must be obedient to the commandment of Allah the Almighty. That is the condition or the criteria of how we are going to get our prayers being answered. And also we have a hadith where the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa Sassam talk about the importance of dua. So can we hear the dua from Sister Majula, please? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعن النعمان بن بشير عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الدعاء هو العبادة.
Good.
Translation: Nu'man narrates that dua is the true worship.
Exactly. So you see what the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa Sallam has to talk about. There Allah is saying that when they are asking you about me, tell them I'm very near and I'm going to answer their prayers. But the condition is they have to be true believers and they have to be obedient to what I've told them to do. You cannot expect Allah the Almighty to accept your prayer when you do not conform with the teaching that He brought. That is the teaching of the Holy Quran. So here again, the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa Sallam is saying true worship is obviously dua. We can see this even in our everyday prayers. Just let us see from the starting of the ablution. When we take ablution, we say what? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallahu wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma ij'alni min at-tawwabina waj'alni min al-mutatahhirin. Is not what we say? Allahumma ij'alni min at-tawwabin. O Allah, make us among those who constantly turn to you. Meaning we turn to you to ask forgiveness. And may we be among those people who are purified. That is a dua. You take ablution to be purified. And you ask in Allah the Almighty to make you among those who are purified. So you can see from even the onset, dua is important there. Now let's proceed. We go when we are entering the mosque. There also we are taught about a dua. That is, Bismillah, salatu wassalam. Can we have somebody to can you read it for us, please? The duas when you are entering in the mosque, what should you say?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bismillah, salatu wassalam, ala rasulullah, Allahumma kfir li zunubi aftali abwaba rahmatik.
Bismillah, salatu wassalam, ala rasulillah, Allahumma kfir li zunubi waftah li abwaba rahmatika. Waftah li. First we start. Bismillah, salatu wassalam, ala rasulillah. You are praying. All praises. And after that you say what? Allahumma ghufir li zunubi. Forgive me of my sins. Waftah li abwaba rahmatika. And open for me your doors of mercy. From the onset, you have taken ablution. You ask to be purified. You are entering. Now you ask Allah to forgive you your sins. And He let Him open the door of mercy. That is the door of the mosque. And the door of acceptance of prayers. Now you enter. You do takbiratul ihram, then you say wajahatu subhanakallahumma up to the end, then surah Fatiha. Again, that surah we have talked about in our previous episode. Not a single rakah is offered without surah Fatiha. La salata liman lam yaqra bi Fatiha del kitab. No prayer is valid, is unacceptable without the recitation of surah Fatiha. And in surah Fatiha, the best dua can be found there. Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Guide us on the right path, the path of those on whom you have bestowed your mercy, your ni'mah, that is your favor. And do not make us among those who incur your anger, and do not make us among those who have gone astray. Can a dua be better than this? This is the best dua. That is why it is recited every single time. And also the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa is reported to have said, Laysa sayyun akram ala Allahi min ad-dua. There is nothing more honorable and beloved in the sight of Allah during our dua, prayers other than what dua. The entire prayer is full of duas. We also have the other one where the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa said this, how Allah the Almighty love those people who supplicate. How Allah the Almighty love those people whom you know that they are constantly and fervently returning back to Him and asking forgiveness. That's why He said, Inna rabbakum hayyun karimun yastahi min abdihi iza rafa'a yadayhi ilayhi an yaruddaha shifra. Allah the Almighty feel very uncomfortable if His humble servant raise his hand to pray, to be granted something, for Him to allow those hands to be taken down without him putting something there. That means without him accepting the supplication or the need of that individual. Why are we not then hastening towards prayers? Since this is the condition that Allah the Almighty never allowed a humble servant who have raised his hand to pray, and he allowed those hands to be taken down, shifra, empty. Therefore, let's constantly make dua. This is a great opportunity for us. So, it is very important. Then the last hadith on that, it says, Ad-du'a bayna al-azani wal-iqama la yuraddu. He talked about this. There are specific places the Holy Prophet Muhammad mentioned that if an individual offered dua at that particular time, most of the time the dua is accepted. The Holy Quran has talked about it. The prayers during the middle of the night, where everybody is sleeping, enjoying his sleep. You get up and you stand before your Lord. You ask your Lord, he automatically give you what you need. And also, he said that dua between azan and ikama, most of the time that dua does not go unanswered. So this shows how important dua is. We cannot exhaust all what is being said about the importance of dua. All what we are ought to do is to also be among those people who inculcate the habit of constantly and fervently supplicating, asking forgiveness from Allah the Almighty. So without wasting more time, can you let me allow you to give us your share, maybe what you have understood from this, or I would like to ask you a question and see whether we have understood some of what we have done. Now, according to what we are saying here, we have learned that from the onset, the verse of the Holy Quran, there's a condition that is being laid, that Allah the Almighty, although he answered the prayers and he's near, but he laid a condition that we have to fulfill before we are entitled to have our prayer answered. So who can give us that answer? Yes, can we hear from you, Aisha? Please give her the mic. I said the condition that Allah the Almighty put in place before he answered our prayers. What are those conditions?
Assalamu alaikum
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We will have to believe in him, and we will have to believe in him, and we will have to be obedient to him.
Exactly. That's what the Holy Quran says. Ujibu da'wata da'izana iza da'ani falyastajibu li wal yu'minu. Obey me and also believe in me. You cannot expect to reject God and you expect him to answer your prayer and he settle your matters. You must be a humble servant and tawakkal to Allah. You rely on God and believe in his power and his mighty. That's the only time he answers your prayers. But you undermine him or you don't believe in his power, how do you expect him to answer your prayers? So these are the conditions. That is why some people, they pray, and their prayers are not being answered. Because most of the time, they do not offer their prayer in sincerity. They are praying, but they do not have the certainty that Allah the Almighty has the power to solve their issue. So therefore, as Muslims, let us have this 100% belief that the mighty, the only mighty one, and the only one who answers the prayers of his servants is Allah the Almighty. And when we do that, when you have that certainty, we are assured that we are going to have our prayer being answered. And also, we have another thing. Which time, I've said it here, which time did the Holy Prophet Muhammad said that you should offer prayers? Because when you offer prayer there, most of the time your prayer does not go unanswered. What is the very time of that? Can we have somebody? Yes, can we hear from Mama? Give us the answer.
Between azan and ikam.
Between azan and ikama, we have said it here. Ad-du'a bayna al-azan wal ikama la yuraddu. Dua between azan and ikama does not go unanswered. So therefore, when they call azan, please, those of us who are always going to the mosque, we should sit down and supplicate and ask for Allah, because the Holy Prophet assured us that those duas does not go unanswered. And also, like the Holy, I did not mention in here, but I remember saying this to you, telling to you about this. That is, which part or which time in the prayer that the Holy Prophet Muhammad asks us to increase our prayers. Yes? Can we hear from you? Yes, please.
He advises us to say many duas because duas are easily accepted.
Which time? During what?
Prostration.
During prostration. Because why? du'as. Why?
Because du'as are easily accepted.
Du'as are easily accepted. This is a fa'aksiru du'a. When you are prostrating, increase your du'a, because your du'as most of the time they are answered in that posture. So it is important. We have to reflect over this, ponder over this, and learn this. We can even relate it to others. One, obey Allah and believe in Him to your full prayers to be accepted, and also offer du'as between azan and ikama, and also increase your dua during sujood. Thank you very much for your participation. This is what time allowed us until we come to our another episode. Dear viewers, this is what time allowed us. We have come to the end of another episode. We were discussing about the importance of dua and what is being said about dua in the Holy Quran and by the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is all what time allowed us. I am your host Said Sambaso here in MTA International Gambia Studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.